Hey Taurus, welcome to Mystery Farm. This is your mid-October general reading. I've already pre-shuffled all the decks, of course, but yeah, let's see what's going on. Taurus. King of Swords. Eight of Swords. There's been so much swords energy just in all of the readings. Ace of Wands. Four of Cups. Okay, so let's clarify those. Two of Wands. Seven of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So Taurus, I'm seeing you here in the King of Swords energy. And clarifying that is the Two of Wands. And so that's about making a choice. You know, you can see that she's got one wand in her hand, and so she's decided which direction she's walking into. The energy of the Eight of Swords is about being mentally trapped. And then that is being clarified by the Seven of Swords. What I'm seeing is that you've been through a situation where you felt trapped because you weren't entirely sure what was going on. You felt like there was probably some sneakiness, some deception, some lies, or at least not full truth telling. And so since you weren't quite sure what was going on, but you definitely had suspicions of like, something's not right. Something's not right in this situation. But that not knowing is what trapped you. And essentially what you had here was, in your one hand, everything, you know, you see, read, and hear. And then on the other hand is your intuition. And that's what had you trapped, is because, you know, maybe you asked this person about like, hey, you know, like, I saw X, Y, and Z, or I heard something, and like, is that true? Right? And then maybe they would give you this like big explanation, and you're kind of like, like, you decided to accept that information. I think for a long time, even though your intuition was telling you something different. And you may still be in that energy. But the King of Swords energy for you is about having healthy boundaries. That this is somebody that, you know, can clearly communicate what is and isn't acceptable to them. And that is your sword of truth there, is what are my boundaries, and how do I want to execute them? Because a lot of times those boundaries are going to be what keep you protected from situations like this. The Ace of Wands, so that's, you know, that could be a passionate new start or a new idea, a new adventure. And Seven of Pentacles is a card of building. essentially like you've got seeds planted towards this Ace of Wands, this new idea, this new direction that you want to head in. And so it shows you in a mode right now of building towards that. The Four of Cups is, traditionally, or in the traditional tarot imagery, it's a card of he's got 3 cups there, and he's got kind of his head down, and then the gods are handing him a full cup, and he's not looking at it. Basically, this is an energy of being disappointed with what's happened and not seeing that the opportunities that are being presented to you. And that's what I'm seeing is you actually have a lot of opportunities. Potentially, you have Ace of Wands here and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's some guidance about maintaining an awareness about whatever this idea, this new thing, this venture that you are working towards, that you're taking action towards. There's guidance to stay open to new opportunities. And maybe that's just, even peripheral opportunities, not like a totally different direction necessarily, but, you may have a very clear vision of what you want to do, but stay open because, that's how the universe works with you, is by kind of like popping on the periphery of whatever you're doing and saying like, hey, look at this thing. And that thing that may be a little bit weird, or, you wouldn't expect to be super successful, may branch off into like this amazing, kind of creative pocket for you that actually does bring a lot more abundance or business or relationships or whatever it may be your way. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm also going to get a couple oracle cards here. This is the Folktales Oracle by Hannah Willow. This card, Ritual, has come out. I've done, this is my 5th reading, and this has come out 3 times in 3 different readings. Pathway. And that's come out in 2 different readings. So I am going to draw one more. Home. Okay. So I think that the messages with Pathway and Ritual, there's a lot of that energy going around at the moment about connecting with, this what we talked about here with these cards is the situation that had you trapped was because you kind of, in your mind, you knew one thing didn't look quite right. But you struggled to follow your intuition. And Ritual is just a reminder that by building in regular practices or time within our life to sit quietly and, have self-awareness, to listen to ourselves, to meditate, to get in touch with our intuition and our higher self. That's very important. And what the Ritual does is that structuralizes it. It's a reminder of your connection to the divine source. Because you are on a journey here. And I feel like this, whatever this new thing is for you, that is going to be very tied to your spiritual pathway and journey. So there's really advice and guidance to ensure that you're following your passion. Whatever that new thing is, have a lot of passion behind it because it's going to be a tremendous amount of work for you. But in order for you to sustain all the different aspects of that thing, you have to have passion at its core. There may be different aspects of this thing that you need to do that you don't enjoy doing. But that's okay as long as your driving passion is behind birthing this creation. that's what's going to help you to do things that you don't enjoy so much, because you still have that vision in your mind and the fire behind it. And then home, I think there's a message about incorporating this into your home, that create a space within your home that gives you that feeling of the right energy, because you're not going to go meditate in like a dank garage, right? That's not going to bring you like the vibes that you want to be in when you're trying to meditate and connect with yourself. You want to create a nice space. Get some plants, get some crystals, get a aromatherapy diffuser or something like that, or whatever you enjoy. But you want to cultivate a space so that it does create a good energy for you to sit in ritual with yourself. Okay. And one last card for my Taurians. Yang. Proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. And there's so much of that energy in here. And I think that's just a reinforcement of exactly what I just said, is you've got to have that passion and fire. If you are, this could just as easily be a situation, not a romantic situation or something like that. But even if you're in a career right now where you kind of feel like stuck, you feel like you're not moving forward in it. Maybe it's a good, stable job. It's good income, but you just feel like, that it's not, that you're dying there. You know what I mean? That you're not growing, that you're not moving forward. And so the advice is to evaluate that. Find that thing that you have passion for and drive towards that. You can be in a building phase of it. You'll have to create and birth that vision. But it is going to come, and you have that energy to support that. All right. Well, that's your reading, Taurus. Have a great week. See you again. Thanks.